T minus 3, 2, 1. I'm just playing. Yo, what's popping, YouTube? It's your boy Big Diddy, and I'm back in this thing again. Got my stepfather on the phone, and we in it to win. Talking in rhyme just one more time. Antonio Brown, one time for your man. I'm just playing. Big Doug, are you on here?
Yeah, I'm on here.
Yeah, they can hear you loud and clear. Yeah, what you think about Antonio Brown getting released from the Pats, Big Doug?
I think that's just bad, man. Because especially when you look at a player and his his status, man. Like I think he's just too good of a player, man, just to be like it's almost like thrown away. And like to me, it's like in the NFL that's what it's leading up to. That he's gonna end up finding himself with no job. And I mean, you don't want to hear that because I think he's just too talented. Too talented.
About time, shoot, it's hot.
But I mean, I hope whatever happened, I hope that it turned out good for him. I don't wish nothing bad on him.
I don't wish nothing bad on him either.
Like, I know,
but
because I know it's been negative news, though. But I mean, you have to wait and see, though. But I mean, I hope he do it. I mean, he's just so good of a player. But evidently, I just think the Pats released him, just like me and you was talking about earlier. I just think the Pats released him because they don't want that negative attention.
Right.
Because, I mean, they'd had enough of negative attention, even with the scandal with the ball and even, like, they got their share of, stuff.
Remember what's it called? Something gate. Not Deflate Gate, but Spy Gate. Remember, they was involved in Spy Gate.
Yeah.
They was recording practices.
Yeah.
And they said there was just one of their assistants said, I know you do it. Recording people's practices, just don't do it to me, and he did it anyway. Belichick. But I think with this latest Antonio Brown thing, I think he brought a lot of it on himself, which I assumed in the first place once that girl came down. Whenever I heard about his own stepfather talking about the way he treats women and he's very aggressive and he's very arrogant the way he treats them, like he can just do whatever he wants to do, however he wants to do it. I figured that. I said, I bet you there are more to come. And lo and behold, what happened? Another one came forward and the Patriots released him. Now, you was just in the backyard, running in the backyard, screaming at the top of your lungs, telling your grandma and whoever would listen that, yeah, they released me. I got my freedom. I got my freedom. Yeah, you got your freedom. And now look, you got free and dumb. Now you got to feel like an idiot. Because it ain't just one team. You already got released from the Patriots. Well, traded from the Steelers because you didn't know how to act. You couldn't get along with nobody. It seemed like he was hating on Juju Smith-Schuster because he started getting more recognition and more balls thrown in his direction. He wasn't even getting the most. Antonio Brown was still getting the most. He was just getting more. Juju Smith-Schuster was just starting to get more and more. And he was only a rookie. Then he comes along and starts to make progress. You would think he would be happy for the young brother. No, he takes it the other way. And basically cries his way out of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh finally finds a suitor that'll be dumb enough to take him for all of them draft picks because they said the Patriots wanted him then. The Patriots wanted him the first time whenever the Steelers had him on the trading block, but they weren't willing to pay that big heist that they wanted. And then they found somebody that would be dumb enough to do it when the Oakland Raiders, which who does that surprise except nobody, because the Oakland Raiders have had terrible leadership in the past 10 years, seemingly. They ain't had a great leader in a long time, ever since Al Davis passed away. Even before then, Al Davis was too old. He didn't really know what was going on half the time, seemingly, you know what I mean? Which I know he was a great owner in his time. Rest in peace, Al Davis, but it wasn't really he wasn't really doing a whole lot towards it. I don't think them last years. But then after that, he goes to the Raiders, don't seem to be able to get along with the team there. Standing up in the back of the meetings, whenever even the meetings that were held by the head coach John Gruden, you were still standing up in the back of practice. The back of meetings, not participating, bringing your dog, bringing your kids to practice. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, okay, you love your kids, but everybody can't have their kids. We have to have a full blown nursery in here. Everybody got kids. You think you can just be able to bring yours, but you want to be treated special. And don't get me wrong, I do understand that special talent comes with special privileges. But come on, bro, bringing your children to practice whenever y'all trying to get stuff done. So you get away with that. Then you go as far as the helmet thing. Like, what are you doing like that? You got to have this special helmet that you know that it seemed like he wanted his way out. And then after they said that hey mama, that he hired a online consulting firm to be able to help him get his way out of Oakland. So you did that on purpose. You know what I mean? Thanks for the light, bro. Whoever just gave me that light. But he did that on purpose. He purposefully hired that company to be able to do the things that he knew would get him fired, will get him sent out of Oakland. John Gruden calls you on the phone to try to make amends with you and ask you, do you want to be a Raider? Like, what's going on? All I ever wanted to do was be a Raider. People just don't understand that I'm a human too, blah, 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 blah. No, we understand you're a human, but we also understand that you're a human that wants every little bitty thing your way and that you want to be a baby and get all your way in every single. And I know I sound harsh coming from one brother to another, but this is just the way I see it. Like, it's ridiculous. You already got this mega contract. You got everything else you need. Why do you have to have a helmet that you know the NFL is already out of this band? They're not doing that to punish Antonio Brown. That says nobody can wear it. There's a list of helmets that you can and cannot wear. That means they're trying to do this not only for their benefit, but for yours, so you don't get hurt. And another thing, so when you do get hurt, but this helmet that ain't been approved by the league, you don't come back and sue them in 10 or 20 years after you retire, because that's exactly what's going to happen. Everybody that has had CTE has come back and filed a class action lawsuit against the NFL. No, who in their right mind is going to do that? Who in their right mind is going to just keep on letting people sue them time after time after time after time for millions upon millions of dollars? There's no company that is in business today that is willingly giving away money. I don't care if you're a nonprofit. You're not in the business to give away money. That's not the way business works.
Hold on, Big. Hold on, Big Hub. I'm gonna take this call, but I'll click back over. Okay.
All right. But like I was saying, no company is in business today that is giving away money. If you want to give away money, then you need to have a charity. That's not business. So why in the world are you trying to wear a helmet that you know is not approved to the league? So you weasel your way out of Oakland by way of this online marketing company, which is downright dirty. And I don't see no type of way they should have let that happen. You go to the Patriots. The Patriots don't know that you have this upcoming lawsuit that the lady, Miss Taylor, files. She files the lawsuit. The Patriots are unaware of it, but no, they don't just let him go immediately. They wait for a while, let him practice that week. The next following Sunday, they actually play him. He does good. Then lo and behold, another one comes in, which I said all along. I said this is not going to be a one-shot deal. After I learned that his stepfather said he treated women very poorly, he was very aggressive, and he felt like he could treat women any kind of way and get away with it just because of who he was. I'm sure it was due to his financial status and the way everybody else treats you. I've been an athlete. I was an athlete my entire school career. We got treated a lot better than the average student body did because we're doing a little something for the school. Even though mine was only on a high school and collegiate level, even when I got to college, I got treated even better because I was on scholarship and I'm providing for the school, even though I was just in track. And I seen the way football players got treated. It was way better than even the track athletes and soccer athletes got treated because they're bringing in money, money, money. So then you get to the NFL level, everybody in the world, because now people can just do whatever they want for you. So then you go and get another lady. Like they said that he walked up behind the woman that he saw that had a nice painting of him. And this is the second lady. This ain't the Taylor lady. This is the second lady. He saw a lady that had a nice painting of him and he liked it a whole lot. So he goes and buys it from her for $2,000. Then he invites her to his home to paint a mural of him. First of all, why do you need two paintings of yourself? That just shows you the arrogance of Antonio Brown right there. And bro, if you see this, if I know Antonio Brown is that type of arrogant, you might look up a YouTuber with 9 subscribers. You might, just because you saw your name on it. Bro, you arrogant, you need to tone it down. I hope this humbles you. You know what I mean? Because you need to humble yourself. It ain't just the world. Like, if you could go and humble yourself, I think you would be a lot better off. Because first of all, you got two paintings of yourself already. Then the lady sitting on her knees doing another part of the mural, and they say he walks up. She alleges that he walked up behind her and disrobed himself. Well, he was only thing he had on was like a little cloth covering his genitals. What are you doing, bro? Like, come on, dog. And this is about to get like the Bill Cosby thing and the R. Kelly thing. It's not saying in terms of rape or nothing like that. But once you start to stack up, this is only two, but this is a quick two. After that first one came out, and then the second one hit you. Boom, immediately. Once you see all of these charges or allegations start to add up, I'm sure the Patriots just, thought, all right, it's time to cut bait. It's time to cut ties, because where there's smoke, there's fire. It ain't gonna just keep on smoldering. There's got to be a fire in there somewhere. There's a cause of all of this. So that means there's probably some type of thing going on with him and women. But the only thing I can't get from with this is the thing with Ben Roethlisberger. Now, Ben Roethlisberger has had multiple accusations, multiple allegations of women claiming not only sexual harassment, but actual rape on him. And it don't seem like the NFL has done anything about Ben Roethlisberger. I don't understand that, not for 1 second. But anyway, this ain't a Ben Roethlisberger thing. They had a lot in common if you think about it when it comes to women, but they think they could just force themselves on them, I guess. But anyway, Antonio Brown, brother, humble yourself. Oh, I hear you, Big Dub. I hear you. We in here loud and clear. But hey, he needs to humble himself, and I think he'll be all right. Hold on, somebody said crazy dog, just crazy. Where you want him at next? I could see Baltimore. Then he said, and add Antonio, hashtag Antonio Brown, and hashtag trade, hashtag Patriots. Thank you, brother. I do appreciate that, Crumstein. But where do you see him at next, Big Dub? And if anywhere, because Crumstein, I'm thinking that eventually teams are going to get fed up, not even fed up, but they're going to get to the point where, like my stepfather told me earlier, the thing with Colin Kaepernick, it comes to a point where teams are afraid to even go that route and to touch you because of all the backlash they're going to receive in the media. And then you got to think, eventually there are going to be, what are they called? Groups of supporters of these women. They're going to be picketing outside of whatever team you play for, outside of your practices, outside of the games, whenever the news comes on, whenever there's media involved, whenever TMZ's there, everybody's going to have something to say about it every single time. Trust and believe there will be picketers at whatever team. If somebody else signs him this year, because you don't know if they will or not yet, because nobody knows what the league is going to do about it. Now, if they wanted to, they could put him on the commissioner's exempt list. But even before that, if they deem you having conduct detrimental to the league, which of course it is, even if he has or hasn't done it, they can already say it's conduct detrimental to the league, because you're bringing in things that are frowned upon in the microcosm of society, which is the NFL. Just period. That's just the way things is. That sucks. And you ain't had your day in court yet. And in the court of law, it's innocent until proven guilty. But in a civil suit, which he's facing with the Taylor lady, you don't have to prove it. It ain't beyond the burden of proof. It's a civil suit, so you don't have to show as much evidence as you do in a criminal suit. So, say she wins the suit, or they settle out of court, it's going to be like a presumption of guilt. It's going to be like they're going to say, oh, well, he settled with her out of court. He must have did it. He must have knew he was guilty, even if he wasn't, even if he just did that to try to save money, because it could go a lot further and your bills could, for the attorney fees, for the court fees, it could start to be more money than it's worth. Because say she wants $200,000, well, the attorney fees alone could stack up to $400,000. Who knows? You know what I mean? This is big cases. So he might try to save some money that route, and then they're going to say presumption of guilt. But anyway, what you gonna say, Big Dub? Where you see him going next? Where you see him going next, if anywhere? I know your team is the 49ers, but would you want to see him with the 49ers?
I don't think that either the 49ers might not get him, because I mean, right now they like, you look at teams that's winning. I don't think I know the season's still early. You still got teams that's like what's this, like the third week?
Yep.
You got teams 2-0. I don't think that a lot of teams will want that distraction, but
especially
like
a team that's 2-0.
Team,
yeah,
like a team like the Jets, Cincinnati, they probably would basically get him.
And the thing about that though, the thing about that is, I think a team like that would be a weak locker room. And somebody, Big Doug, the Crumstang S197 just said, "You completely right. He's such a great talent. He got to turn it around. I'm out, but you got my subscription and like, keep it grinding." Thank you, brother. Thank you, Crumstang. But Big Doug, he said the same thing you said. Like, he's a great talent. He just needs to turn it around. But what was you saying though about a 0-2 team? Like, the thing I think about it though, Big Doug, is a team that's 0-2, unless you have a really strong personality in there at the what's the word? Like the leader of the team, the captain. Unless you have strong captains, strong position coaches, strong head coaches, I think it could be a disaster because they don't have the leadership to control a personality as strong as Antonio Brown's. Now, this is just my opinion, but I think when shit hits the fan and you got a team that's not only a strong enough leadership, but you already losing, he's not going to be happy with losing. You know what I mean? I think that's going to make him flare up even more and start to mess up the locker room, just like Terrell Owens did, just like Randy Moss tended to do. All of the diva receivers throughout the history of the NFL have done it. They have shown the ability to tear up a locker room whenever things start to go south. But who else could you see, Big Doug?
I mean, you have teams. Let me see. You have a team like Giants, but I mean, I know a lot of teams are basically rebuilding. Usually, when you rebuild, you trying to basically get, you trying to get to teams. You trying to build up to. You trying to build up a winning atmosphere, trying to get to where other teams are, like a Patriots or, a team like, Kansas City, like a team that's winning.
Right.
And you have a good point. And basically, that would be a distraction. A distraction if you got a guy like Antonio Brown come in the locker room and they probably look at him like, well, we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. That type of locker room or that type of attention to our team,
right?
Even to the,
especially when you're on a good pace.
To the team. Because I mean, you look at it. Even like, for example, I'm gonna bring this up. I'm gonna say this real quick. Like Colin Kaepernick, I think a lot of teams they really want him in that locker room, but like he basically is getting blackballed for basically standing up for what he believed in, which ain't nothing. It ain't no crime against that.
Especially when you protesting peacefully.
I think a team that will really want him on there. I think a lot of teams will want him, but they will be scared that they will lose a lot of, money, revenue. That's what it's about. The NFL's about money. It's a business.
Absolutely.
I mean, even with Antonio Brown, NFL's basically a business, and a lot of owners wouldn't. They probably ain't gonna pick him up because they look at it like, yeah, they could help our team, but it could hurt our team too because the outside distractions and usually how like the saying is like don't bring your personal problems on your job, and a lot of people do that, like not even just in sports, but they do it in life. You might have somebody that work a job and they gonna bring their personal problems on their job. So I mean, but as far as like team goes, like I mean, it's a lot of teams that would need him.
Yep.
Big time, and would love to have him, but it's just.
I think all 32 teams could use that type of talent if they had the right head, if he had the right head on their shoulders. Absolutely.
But it would just be. I mean, I'm just thinking if I was an owner, I don't know because I mean, I would look at it like I would love to have him, but I mean, no disrespect against Antonio Brown because he's a good player. But he probably will have to get some counseling or something. Do something.
That's real. Try to show that you're trying.
I mean, because I'll be like, I want to help you, but I don't want to make us look bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes how you live. Even you got chat, but like you uppercoming, you making me look bad. I think that, like a lot of the NFL, they look at it like that too. Like make him look bad as an organization. Like I said, like back to Kaepernick. I think that's the only reason why they don't want that distraction because they scared they gonna lose money. Right. That ain't even, like, that's totally different, though. So, I mean, you can't even speak that in the same category. Because Kaepernick is totally different. Like, they to me, the NFL is basically doing him wrong. But as far as Antonio Brown, like you said, any 32 teams can use him.
Yes, sir.
You know, I mean, because plus the season is young, so I mean, you don't even know how. Like a lot of teams is 2-0. I mean, you don't know. They can. I mean, they might turn around out. Like my 49ers is 2-0. That don't mean that it's gonna be a good season. Like it's starting off good, but I mean, we'll see. You know, but I agree with you. I think every team can use him. I mean, because he's so talented. I mean, and I hate to hear that. You know, you hate to hear that when it comes to like you know, players and stuff that happens to. You know.
Yep, I'm with you, Big Doug.
Yeah. You know, but I mean, it is what it is. You can't change it. So,
nah.
I mean,
but it sucks.
But I hope the best for them because I know a lot of people. I mean, you know, they love negativity when it comes to certain players, and I mean, but at the same time, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give me some gas. I'm at the gas station, so excuse me if I'm if I excuse myself for a while because I'm gonna give me some gas. But I'm gonna say this.
It's all right. I'm about to end it.
I'm gonna quote like something that I heard Deontay Wilder said, and they all understand like what you were saying earlier about the like the helmet situation when he was in Oakland. He was like, I'm free. They all said is like, man, you making millions of dollars. You doing something that you like. You getting paid for something that you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Like, millions. Like I wish I could do. I mean, that would be something I would be happy to do. Like something that I love to do, and I'm getting paid for it.
Yeah.
Like I would do it for free.
I mean, how could it ever get better than that? It could never. It can't.
That's what Deontay Wilder said. He said, I'm doing something. He said, I'm getting paid to beat people up. He said, I love boxing. He said, I'm getting paid money for that.
Yeah, like you said, most people would do for free. And then on top of that, it seemed like the Patriots would have been the ultimate team for him. It seemed like that would have been the best possibility, like the best situation he could possibly go to. But things happen, and I guess it is what it is. I was gonna read the Sports Illustrated article, but we've already been in here 22 minutes and 16 seconds. So I guess that'll do it, Big Doug. If you get a chance tonight, come through.
But you can go ahead and read it just to say this, to show people the source, like basically because some people probably, a lot of people be talking with no information to back it up. So I mean, I will read it before you you go off her.
I'll probably make a actual video for it, and then do it. If you get a chance, Big Doug, try to come over tonight, and then if you get a chance though, and then maybe we can make a real video for this and the Canelo and the Errol Spence fight and all of that, and then we'll get it popping then. But other than that, we 23 minutes in. I don't want to make it too long so people don't click on it. I'll talk to you in a few, Big Doug. I appreciate you calling.
Oh, okay, no problem.
All right, love you, Big Doug.
I love you too, man.
Later.
All right, peace.
All right, y'all. I do appreciate y'all. My Bosco 100 video started playing at the end. Please subscribe. Please leave your boy a like, and I will holler at y'all next time. Me and my stepfather are starting to do this all the time. It's actually a different channel that we do it on, but I'll leave that in the description. And then this is the channel that I go on and do my sports stuff on. So if your boy a like, I'd appreciate it. If you would subscribe, it'd be near and dear to me. Hope y'all have a great night. Peace out, y'all.